Hey, how's it going? How's everybody doing? It is Jack Hackman is here in the house on your device. Anyway, tried to make that a little more exciting than it needed to be. But anyway, yeah, this is going to be an unboxing video. It's going to be a double unboxing video. Um, so I don't know what else to say. But besides, I don't know. Let's get into this video. And if you want to like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff, I would really appreciate it. Trying to get up to 1,000 subs just for my own. I don't know, just a goal, just a small goal I'm setting for myself. So yeah, if you want to do that, help me out. That would be great. You want to like, you want to comment and talk about stuff in your collection? Yeah, by all means. I love the banter. I love getting back to people, and I get back to. Well, I pretty much get back to every comment, unless I somehow didn't notice, which does happen occasionally, even though I don't get a ton of comments. But anyway, let's get into this. This one here, I'm not going to open this up. I'm actually going to keep it in the box. But Nightmare Before Christmas van, which I thought was kind of cool looking. Not the big fan of the film, but I do really enjoy it. I remember I've seen it in the theater a few times. And I do watch it every December. But kind of a cool van. I'm not entirely sure what's on the other side. Probably maybe the same thing, but I'll have to look that up. But I'm going to keep this one in the package because I do really like the packaging and that it's totally themed with the film. So anyway, I don't know why I show the back. Ooh, look at exciting. But anyway, I'm going to put that over on my desk. And let's get into some actual unboxing. So here we got another Toonie Terrors figure. I really love these Toonie Terrors figures. They're so fun. They're so, I don't know, they're just silly, like campy Scooby-Doo-esque versions of iconic characters. I think I got, actually, well, there's a Leatherface, but he's out of shot. Another Leatherface in the back there, kind of out of shot a little bit. I guess if I tip it up a tiny bit, you can kind of see. But anyway, this one here is the Exorcist, as you can see, Regan. And this comes with a lot of the tiny. I've never seen a Toonie Terror with an alternate head yet. So obviously they exist. Just none of the ones I have came with that. They came with other things like a base or something. So you got some vomit, some spewing vomit, which I guess you're supposed to stick in the open mouth version, which I'll have to look into that. But it's kind of cool. I do like it. Is there a base for it? I hope so, because their feet look kind of tiny, but maybe not. They're flat, so and the back looks kind of cool. You got Pazuzu there in the background. You got the bed. So really, really cool looking figure. I got this at a store I just discovered in Toronto called West End Comics. It's on Queen Street, way west. In kind of a not the best neighborhood per se, but I mean I've ridden by and through the area on my bike many times, but I've never really paid attention to the stores because I'm usually on my way somewhere where I'm just doing a weekly 6-7 hour bike ride that I enjoy doing when I can. But I was looking for a specific store and I couldn't find it, and then I saw a store called Nerdgasm. And you walk in, it's like a lot of nerdy type stuff, a lot of sci-fi things, and a lot of quite a bit of Star Wars stuff. Not a ton, but it was mostly stuff I wasn't really into, as far as like collectibles and things. So I checked that out, and then 2 doors over was West End Comics, and obviously a comic store, but had a lot of figures on the walls, a lot of cool ones I'd never seen before, and the prices were pretty good. So that's why I saw this. I was like, okay, done. They had a lot of the reaction figures, like Universal Monster ones, but I wasn't there. I didn't want to spend a lot of money because that's not what I was out to do that day. It was just a fluke that I found this store, so I'm glad I did. So I will be going back there, buying a few other things, I'm sure of that. So it's always nice to have more stores to go to buy more stuff, just to, well, irritate my wife, I guess. But, okay, so open this up, try to... I really want to keep the back as best I can, so slide this out. Oh, I'm sweating my eyes. It's a beautiful day. Finally, we're getting seasonal weather. It's actually above temperature seasonally for seasonal weather. this time of year. It's, I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit in the States there, but Celsius, it's feeling like 36, which is very, very warm, especially this time of year, which is great because I was able to go out for a bike ride and yeah, basically enjoy the day and come home and make a couple videos. So this should just slide out, which it does. Packaging on the floor. So it doesn't have a base, but the feet do look pretty wide. I gotta cut the elastics. Oh, there's only one. There it is. So get her out. Actually, the elastic is still in there. It's on the floor. Holy crap! It was so small I couldn't. I was having trouble picking it up. But this and the vomit, and the projectile vomit, and the alternate head. Get everything out so we can take a look at it. So here's the actual Regan figure right there. So it looks pretty good. It's a little blurry on the screen. Sorry about that. Got some vomit. I don't know why it's not focusing even just a little bit, but it's very irritating even for me. But anyway, yeah, the gown and everything's pretty accurate. Looks pretty good. And the head does move slightly, obviously, because it can be you can switch it for the other head, which I'm not going to do right now. Let's just see how well it stands. Now her feet do look a little wonky, so I don't know. I might have to put yeah, I'll definitely have to make a base for this. I mean, she does stand, but I think, yeah, she doesn't stand very well. A little bit of movement in the arms. Nothing too crazy, but then again, most of the Toonie Terrors figures have very limited movements. From this side, it actually really does look like her. I don't know, put my hand behind it, like, maybe. It does kind of look like Regan. For a Toonie Terrors figure, actually, the face does look pretty good in terms of looking like the actual character and not just not like the character, I guess. Anyway, there's the alternate head, and I'm guessing that the vomit is supposed to go in her mouth somehow. I don't know. It's not really staying. No, it doesn't stay, but maybe I can figure it out, or I can look online to see if there's a way to do it. It almost looks like there should be. I just I can't really see in there that well. But anyway, I guess it would be something like that, or up. I'm not sure, probably down this way. That would make the most sense, correct, in terms of physics. But I'll have to look that up and see if there's a way or shine a light in there. It's kind of dim in here. I think there is a hole in there, though, that this fits in somehow, but I don't want to force it now and then wreck it, because I'm probably going to keep this head anyway. I like it better, but I do like that head. I was thinking maybe it stands up and I can just use it as a decoration on the shelf. But all right, now into the big one. This is Halloween Curse of Michael Myers, NECA Ultimate Action Figure. Well, they're NECA. They're all Ultimate. They're Ultimate Collector's Figure, Ultimate Action Figure, the Ultimate Michael Myers, the Ultimate Jason. But anyway, they're awesome figures anyway. But now here's the thing. I'm not really a fan of the later Halloween films that came in the original series. You know, one solid movie. It's not really scary anymore, in my opinion. It's more of a suspense thriller with murder in it. Part 2 is a good follow-up. Part 3 is part 3. And then part 4 and stuff, they just get silly after that. Entertaining, but the reason I bought this is because I was visiting my old neighborhood that I used to live in. It was kind of I had to go to my doctor's office there, and I had to go do like a checkup and stuff. So I figured, oh, you know what, I'll go check out my old neighborhood where I used to work, and did that. It was Unionville. So there's a video for that if you're interested. Just scroll on down and you'll find it. It's a recent video. And then I decided to go to the mall because it was right there, and I knew there was a Walmart there. Walmart usually has a NECA section, a NECA display, so there wasn't a whole lot. There was a lot of Caroline figures and stuff that I have like zero interest in. And I saw this, I was like, you know what? Even though I don't buy a lot of Michael Myers figures, because let's face it, they all sort of look the same for the most part. But I figured I didn't want to waste the trip, go all the way to the mall, walk around, wait a couple hours from home, and well, a couple hours on the bus, an hour and a half on the bus, let's say, and just I bought it just out of principle. So anyway, that's how I ended up with it. But as you can see, it's good looking figure, decent figure. Got some cool accessories in there. I really like the jack-o'-lantern. The alternate mask looks really cool. I haven't watched these sequels in a while. Now there's a band in the bottom here. I don't know where it comes from. There, so I'm just curious if that was just supposed to be around its neck. Hopefully it's not missing anything. All the gaps look full. There's actually 2 alternate heads, which is kind of cool. Got some knives, 2 knives that are slightly different, and a bunch of goodies. So let's open this up and see what he looks like out of the box. Such a nerd. So out he is. Out he's coming. So put the box over here because I don't want the cat getting at it, because I like to keep the flaps as mini posters. You're gonna fall over, aren't you? Stay. All right. And the background's really not too interesting. It's the house. So I probably won't do anything with this. This will probably just go into the recycling. I do keep a lot of the backgrounds in case I use them, because there have been a couple I have used. On the floor. So let's get the figure out. So I like the sold sign too that's with. There's actually a lot with this figure. It's quite impressive what's with it. So cut off the bands. I think that loose band on the bottom, I think that was the one that would normally go around the neck. So a lot of bands on them. If I can cut them, that would be really cool. There we go. And there, that was a little tricky. There is a lot going on in this box. I like it. Like, there's a lot of stuff in here. Definitely a lot of elastics. There. And a couple around his legs. Those were easy. Okay. Oops, I moved the camera. Sweating. So this is double layered, and of course it's all taped up. Trying to get to it. There. Come on, come on, come on. I haven't watched this movie in so long, so a lot of the stuff that it comes with, I have no clue, not sure what their meaning is from the film, so I will have to go back and revisit this movie just to get some proper context, so they don't end up on the floor. Bear with me just another few seconds. Sure didn't drop any. Drop one. I just don't want the cat swallowing them. He is really in here, man. Holy cow. He's coming out. There we go. I got him. Wow, that got him. Okay. So it does look very accurate to the film. You can see like the difference in the mask from what was in the original Halloween mask. So looks pretty good. Got a lot of really cool creases. These are a little interesting. Whatever's going on there. But aside from that, yeah, it's the usual work they put into it. The mask looks amazing. Looks really well made. Some basic, the usual articulation. Arms go up and down, bending at the elbows. And they don't go out like this, though. I don't think. Oh no, they do. Actually, yeah, they do go out like that. Okay, good. And the usual knee, foot joints. There's something he doesn't do. Run. But yeah, all in all, it's a pretty decent figure. There. Does look quite a bit as it does look like it should. Black eyes. Articulation in the head. All right, let's look at the accessories. Now, like I said, I have no context anymore of this film. I haven't seen it in years. So I'm going to show the accessories. And if you want to comment before I go and revisit the movie, which probably won't be too soon, maybe you can tell me what I'm actually looking at here. So we got what looks like would be a cutout of Michael. I almost said Jason. There. So I'm not sure if this attaches to something, but it might have something to do with the other piece I'm about to pull out. So there's that. Obviously, it's meant to look like a cardboard cutout. So I will definitely have to go check out this film again. I mean, not that I wasn't ever going to watch it again anyway. I was just... But now that I'm seeing all this stuff and I have no recollection of what it's for, like how it is in the film, so now it's really piqued my curiosity. Now, I know I'm not a big fan of the later films, but they are campy and interesting until you get into all that Thorn bullshit. That's what really killed it for me. All that, to me, that was just nonsense. Just, like, throwing all that stuff in there, it's like, why? No, he was a fucking screwed up kid who killed his sister and then escaped and killed a bunch of other people. There's no reason for that. But anyway, the Strode sign. I do like when NECA's pretty good for throwing in all kinds of random stuff like that, which add to it being worth the price you pay for a lot of the figures. So I'm not going to pull out all the little hands and stuff, but it's got all the usual hands. Got some knives you can see there. I am going to pull out the jack-o'-lantern though, because I do like that. If I'm able to, I'm going to pull out everything, don't I? Baby. Okay. So the jack-o'-lantern looks pretty good. There is actually a candle in there too. And I'm assuming the top comes off. It looks like it should. Maybe. Or maybe not. But I have a couple ones that the top does come off, so I thought maybe it did. But it's cool, that extra little detail with the candle in there. Now maybe that there's some context to that as well that I'm not remembering. So pull out the alternate heads. Got a bunch of other things in here. Got candles. So now I definitely got to go and rewatch this film, because there's a lot of things in here that I don't remember. These syringes. So obviously I'm assuming he kills somebody with them. And there's an axe and a machete and a crowbar. And I'm just curious about the alternate heads right now. So there are two of them in here. So there's this, which is the mask, just loose, which is kind of cool. Now, if you want to comment below, it almost looks like he's got a mohawk going on there. But if you want to comment below and tell me the context and what all those things represent or what they mean in the film, that would be great too. Because I'm just curious. But I am going to watch the film again. I don't actually have a copy of it on DVD, so I'll have to find it somewhere. I think I might have one somewhere else. On a stick somewhere, I might have it, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And then you got this alternate head with green sludge on it. But I don't know what that is. So I haven't seen it in so long. Like I've said like 100 times, make this video a drinking game. Every time I say I haven't seen the video in a long time, do a shot. You will be screwed up by the end of the game or by the end of the video. I guarantee you. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, there's the alternate head there, the mask, the loose mask. I really like that. Actually, that'll probably put on the shelf, just sitting there with the figure. But anyway, that's my video, unboxing video. We got like I said, we got Michael Myers, Curse of Michael Myers, and Regan from The Exorcist. I don't know why I was drawing a blank there on The Exorcist of all movies. Right here. So yeah, if you have any of these figures, or you got similar figures, or you want to talk about these figures, or you want to talk about all the extra bits and goodies that were with the Michael Myers figure and what they represent in the film, yeah, please do. You know, I'm just as curious. I'm just curious because get your shot glass ready. I haven't seen the film in a long time, so, and I remember nothing about it. So anyway, if you watch this all the way, thank you so much. You want to subscribe, help me get up to 1,000 subs. I'd really, really appreciate that. Sorry if you cut a lot of that background noise. It's really hot, and there's literally 1, 2, 3 fans on this room and an air purifier. And I turned any of them off because, well, I kind of forgot to turn off the fans. And the air purifier I just leave on all the time anyway. So anyway, like I said, if you watch this all the way, thank you so much. Want to help me get up to 1,000 subs and subscribe, I really appreciate that. Like, comment, and do all that other stuff. And now I'm gonna go find somewhere to put these things. Anyway, until next one, bye.